Yo, okay. Yo, what's up guys, it's Twitter Game Vlogs, and I figured I'd just go ahead and do this video. I think it kind of got brought up in the live stream yesterday, but I never really got a chance to fully address my opinion and my reasoning behind what I do in the live stream. I think Mr. Sammy Sal asked me, but I gave kind of like a quick answer, then we ended up deviating to something else. So I wanted to give a full answer, mainly just, I don't know, just for the fuck of it. I have no justification for my actions. What should I do? Get the gun, Johnny! I still need to download that gun app, because Persian Virgils is having so much fun with that shit anyways. So the reason why I choose to read Visit Shonen Jump over the manga stream Scanlations. As said in the stream, it is not because I'm trying to be a perfect saint, because if that's the case, I wouldn't watch Bakuman, I wouldn't watch JoJo, I wouldn't even watch Pokemon, because technically I watch the Japanese illegal fan subs of Pokemon. I don't watch the legal ones, I just buy the English DVDs. Yeah, this is part 3. I buy the DVDs of Pokemon, but I don't necessarily watch the English broadcast. I kind of casually do sometimes, but I rarely do. So it's not because I'm trying to be a saint, but here's my whole philosophy. Some people, I mean, obviously it's like, well, manga stream comes out quicker, the translation isn't bad, it's not even, I mean, you can make the argument that it's quote-unquote better, which is, to me, a subjective situation, so I'm not even going to argue that with you. But the whole point, because, I mean, and the reason why I say subjective is because the Japanese alphabet is a lot more complex than the American alphabet, meaning there are many different ways to misconstrue words and shit. So at the end of the day, it just ends up to which translation you prefer. Not necessarily that which translation is better, or which translation you prefer. But the whole thing is this. I don't do this shit for the sake of a sense of a superiority complex like a lot of people think it is. Because every time it's like, and people also, I would prefer if people don't talk to me like I'm retarded when they try to, like, you can watch this on manga stream, you can read this on Manga Panda. I'm like, I'm aware, I'm on the internet, I know how this shit works, I just choose not to. My philosophy when it comes to reading Scanlations versus reading the official material is if it doesn't have a legal venue, then I don't really have a problem reading the scans of it. That's how I read all up to the end of the Minus arc in my Docker box. The anime is not at the end of the Minus arc. The anime is just about to start the Minus arc if it gets a 3rd season. So it's not like I'm opposed to reading Scanlations. I read Kenichi, which is over 400 and some chapters on Scanlations. I read Sekirei Scanlations. I've read Skate Dance Scanlations. I have no problem against Scanlations as a whole. But the reason why I choose to revisit Shonen Jump is a few reasons. The first thing is community. I think a lot of people thought that was a bullshit reason. Now when I say the community, let me explain what I mean by that. I feel like the community, when it comes to reading chapters weekly, I don't really get to enjoy the chapters as much as I get to enjoy the chapters a lot more than when I used to, because I don't have to be bombarded with the same theory like 80 damn times. When I read it like a few days, even this whole 5 days after thing, it's just chill. I can just chill, read my manga chapters without worrying about spoilers, unless Brandon decides to post my Docker box spoilers because he's a dick like that. But my whole thing is, no, I'm just fucking with you, Brandon. No, but just like I like just chilling. I like reading manga at my own pace. Now the whole thing about, but you're still waiting 5 days to read something you're gonna read anyway. Like, what's the point? To me, I like to support the official translation. It's not anything about me trying to be better than somebody, or me feeling like I'm a better person because I read the official version, or some bullshit like that. It's because I like to support the company that's doing stuff and heading into the right direction. People always complain about companies not going in the wrong directions and being money-grubbing whores. If they're going into the right direction and doing things the right way, I want to support that and show them that yes, you're going the right direction. Simultaneous release with Japan. Move, you getting it. Alright, now all we need you now is to get a little bit more serious. I don't know, maybe like Skate Dance, but just, it's like you're in the right direction. That's the best. If you want to show a company that they're doing things right, then you support the product that they have out. And as I said, it's not a shitty product. To me, I find Viz Manga as a easier way of reading reading manga chapters. The first thing, the official part is a bonus, but I think it's a superior product because the main series I want to read, Naruto, One Piece, cross-managed, World Trigger. That's the thing I like. You're introduced to newer series this way because it's in the same package, so I don't have to go out of my way to look it up. I always like that. I like that concept of having like a... It's not like they scan like a full Shonen Jump and you split it up. No, they just scan later under One Piece, Naruto, and whatnot. You know, I like the fact that I can literally just go, okay, so this page is where the One Piece chapter is. This page is where the Naruto chapter is. This is where Cross Manage is. This is where Nisekoi is. This is where Toriko is. This is where Bleach is. This is where Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal is. This is where Blue Exorcist is. This is where Rurouni Kenshin is. This is where One Punch Man is. You know, I like the fact that I could just kind of skim through the damn thing. And it's actually easier to get into manga that way for me. Plus that I don't have to jump over all the place and deal with fucking ads everywhere. I hate that shit. People always like, oh, see, the companies are greedy. Yeah, the companies are greedy, but the Scanlation sites that have ads on every fucking page of the chapter is totally legit and totally not wanting that money. Like, come on. And then and the other argument would probably be, but you could just buy Shonen Jump Alpha and still read the Scanlations because then you're supporting the release, but at the same time, you know, you're still getting the chapters as quick as you possibly can. Well, this is something now. Now I have two parts to this answer. The first part is something I had before I even started. The second part is something I developed after I had been using Alpha for this. I'm going on what's it, the second year? Yeah, going into the second year. The first thing would be, well, it kind of takes the point out of reading Alpha. I want to enjoy Alpha fully, or visit Shonen Jump at this point. I'm gonna be doing that all fucking day. I want to enjoy, you know, visit Shonen Jump fully. What's the point of reading the Scanlations there and reading the Scanlations there? Because then it just turns to a Scanlation war, which, as I said, is up to your own opinion to which sounds cooler and which sounds better. You know, at the end of the day, I just, you know, just reading the damn chapter. I don't need to read it twice. Especially if I'm going to go look up a chapter review like everyone else seems to do now. It's like, let's go look up King of Lightning's review after reading the manga chapter twice. Alright, that's totally what we do. You know, what the fuck is the point of that? So, I don't see the point of reading it twice. I'd rather just read it one place at once. If I'm going to multiple read it, I'm going to multiple read the same chapter, not like this version and that version. I don't care about Scanlation's translation differences that damn much, especially when the official one is the one I'm going to be more geared towards anyways, because they have to make it good because no one's going to buy a shitty product. That's just how it works. And that's the other thing, it's not even costly to me. I mean, people always wonder, it's like, oh, you can like anime and buy anime DVDs, but it's like, yeah, but I'm not fucking with my priorities. I'm still going to school. I can still afford to do the things I wanted to do. Fuck, I just paid off my car in January. Ain't like I'm ruining my money, and considering it's $26 a year, that's not killing my pocket. If it's killing your pocket, I don't understand how you're even in a house. How do you have internet? Unless you're using Wi-Fi in public places on a daily basis. That's the only fucking way I can see that shit. The second thing I've noticed is that when you read manga chapters weekly on like Scanlation sites, I've noticed it develops a sense of impatiency. When I read my chapters 5 days after the fact, that shit has been toned the fuck down. I'm not as impatient as I used to be about it. The fact that I felt like I was weaning myself off of a drug when I switched to Alpha when it first had the 2-week gap. Oh my lord, I did not realize that should be that hard. And then I realized, oh wow, I'm addicted to a series. That's great. And as I said, this is not a superiority thing. Just because you read a chapter weekly, because I'm still reading the chapters weekly, I'm just not reading them as soon as they come out. I like my sense of patience has gone up. And I know that may sound like a bullshit statement, and I don't really give a fuck. Like, that's how I feel. I'm a lot more patient with this shit now than I used to be. And, you know, people used to be out on cracks. Oh, the spoilers! Oh, Luffy moved too fit in the spoiler. That probably hint at some shit about Oda being God or something. When it comes to the spoilers, I'm just like, my sense of patience, I'm never like overly freaking out like I'm on crack or some shit when a chapter comes out, because I know it comes out on Wednesday. Plus, I've just developed a system and realized that a lot of people are assholes when it comes to spoiling shit. I realize how bad it is now that the fan bases for all the popular shonen are just horrible. Cause y'all fuckers don't give a fuck about any new fans. Y'all just like, you should get into One Piece. I'm gonna show you the latest spoiler. Look at this. The main character dies like right here. Like, what the fuck? But at the end of the day, if you want my main reasoning for fucking with Viz and not fucking with Manga Stream, is because if I have one version, that's like saying why don't you support Viz while reading Manga Stream? For the ones who can, mind you, not the ones who can't. Obviously, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm just saying, like, it's the same logic. Why don't you support one if you have the other? It's because you have the other. If I have one, I don't need two of the same thing. And I don't need a version that I find inferior to mine. And I will say that I prefer Visit Shonen Jump over Manga Stream, over Manga Fox, over Manga Panda when it comes to the shows that are licensed in those series. You know, Madaka Box, fuck it. Manga Panda, whatever the fuck. But One Piece, Viz. Naruto, Viz. Bleach, Viz. I don't read Bleach, I'm just saying. Toriko, Viz. Yu-Gi-Oh! Viz. Blue Exorcist, Viz. Kenshin, Viz. Like, why the fuck do I need to read those over there when I have it right here in the same damn package? And I don't have to go out my way to read it. And I want this to be successful. I want this to be pushed. I want this to do better than it is. You know, the only thing, and this is my personal opinion, when it comes to the series that are licensed in Viz versus them being in Manga Stream, my biggest thing is this. The only advantage, and I'm saying this right now, the only advantage is the time. That's it. That's it. The quality isn't any different. Actually, I think the quality is better in Viz's. There's nothing over here besides the time that makes me give a shit. And the time only works if you're an impatient motherfucker. And considering I've been doing the 2 weeks thing for a year, I don't really have the patience problem anymore. So it's like when you ask me, why do I choose the inferior product? Because I care about Viz doing well as a company. I care about they're the leading motherfucker in manga. You lose Viz, you lose every single mainstream manga except for Fairy Tail and Sailor Moon because those aren't by Viz. Ow, the pain. That hurt me. We lost Viz and the only thing we have left in terms of popular series is fucking Fairy Tail. Oh, God. No, that and Soul Eater and Sailor Moon, which is, that's not enough. I like my One Piece volumes, damn it. Give me more. But also they're coming out with Magic this year, so fuck no, I don't want this to go away. I'm just saying, I want this to do well. I want to support it, and I want to get the full experience of it too. So why the hell would I read stream first and then go to Viz? No, fuck that. I want to get the full experience. I think it's a better quality item. The only thing against it is the time, and they can't do anything about that because it's Scanlations. The Scanlations are before the Japanese. So, what are you supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do? Go around to every fucking site and kill site motherfuckers? Just like, alright, we're killing the site. Kill it, boys. Get the plug. Also, just stating, anyone who still brags about their Manga Stream posts when they were acting all condescending to Viz, yeah, it has nothing to do with quality, buddy. It has something to do with speed. Just saying. Anyways, that's just kind of a more full-out justification for why I choose Viz over Manga Stream. As I said, I have nothing against Scanlation sites because I still use them just like I use fansub sites. And I will personally say that if you want to look at subbed anime that's recently coming out stream, you go to Crunchyroll. And that's not because I'm an ambassador. That's because I think Crunchyroll has the best streaming site, legal streaming site. Because Funimation's is, I only go to Funimation for One Piece episodes, and then I don't even fuck with the Anime Network. Like, seriously. At that point, you should just go to Hulu. Like, fuck. Like, why even go to Anime Network? Just go to Hulu. Fuck it. But yeah, that's my whole thing. So, that's more of an explanation for those who are wondering why I choose one over the other. George A. mocks me all the time about this shit, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I want this. I like anime manga. I want the industry to do well. Therefore, I try to support the products that help further along the industry. And people are going to ask, why don't you have a Funimation Elite subscription? Because I buy most of the animes I want. I don't need an Elite subscription. Anyways, that's my whole thing. So, vlogs again for your boy Terrell. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Video responses are always welcome. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace!